We all know the universal stress of a wedding. You have seating charts, clashing in-laws, and generalized anxiety. But Angela's stress is compounded by her location. She is trapped inside an artificial force field, breathing synthesized air on a barren gray asteroid. Angela is the only human in attendance. Wearing a dress and high heels, she feels completely alienated by the extraterrestrial guests surrounding her. Her daughter Mur attended boarding school on a far-off space station and is now marrying a man she hardly knows from an unidentified alien family. Angela is consumed by a deep-seated dread about giving her child away to total strangers. Author Aaron Walker uses this relatable motherly anxiety to build a structural trap. By keeping the focus tight on Angela's very human stress, he locks us firmly into the pacing of a traditional family drama. The guest list is divided into 3 distinct factions: telepathic Doxians, conservative Calcifernians, and psychedelic gibberish. Angela's partner, Thackeray, is Doxian. He uses telepathy to scold her, embarrassed that her human emotions are causing a scene. Then the eerie, beautiful wedding march begins, softening the tension. Mur walks down the aisle in a glowing blue dress, and the groom looks at her with an expression of pure, boyish joy. Seeing how happy they make each other, Angela breaks down in tears. She realizes her dread was completely irrational and fully embraces the union. By resolving the protagonist's internal conflict exactly at the ceremony's emotional peak, Walker achieves something crucial. He strips away our defenses right before the real story begins. The ceremony reaches its climax. The Presidor guides them through their vows and pins a silver family pendant onto the groom's tunic to signify their eternal bond. The couple turns to face each other. Time seems to slow down as they lock eyes in a prolonged, smiling gaze, stretching the romantic climax to its absolute limit. Then they share a silent nod. Ferris pulls a pistol and with a deafening crack blows a hole straight through the Presidor's chest. That single gunshot violently breaks the structure of the story, pivoting the narrative from a domestic drama into sci-fi horror. This tactical layout maps a perfectly calculated strike against each alien biology. Mur's machine gun obliterates the physically vulnerable Calcifernians. Ferris's lightning arcs through the Doxians, frying their telepathic nervous systems. Finally, Mur's I-beams slice through the gibberish shields, turning them to gelatin. Caught in the crossfire, Angela takes 1 bullet to the head and 2 to the chest. She collapses, paralyzed and bleeding among the melting bodies of the wedding guests. Her intense dread from the beginning of the day was a biological survival instinct, warning her of apex predators, which she ignored until it was too late. The story's prologue warns us early on. How are you supposed to know what's good and what's bad when they can both look so much like the other? Lying in her own blood, Angela endures this horrifying reality as she listens to her daughter and her new husband methodically hunting down the final survivors. She hears Ferris breathing heavily in ecstasy. As a telepath, he actively feeds off the sheer terror of his victims while he kills them. Reaching the safety of their shuttle, the couple detonates the asteroid, erasing all evidence into dust. Safe in the cockpit, they finally share a joyous first kiss. 2 lovers successfully execute a flawless massacre, grinning ear to ear. Walker darkly redefines the title A Match Made in Hell, proving that absolute perfect compatibility is the most terrifying force in the universe.